Hey guys, this is Lewis from Utah Trikes, and today I'm going to show you how to install the Schlumpf mountain drive. Tools you will need. First off, the mountain drive, obviously, but a 14mm socket. If your boom is not already chamfered, you will need a chamfer tool, or you can, if you buy the Schlumpf from us, send it in and we can chamfer it for you. The Schlumpf button wrench, the installation tool, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called on our website, and the button wrench you can get in the maintenance kit on our website as well. And then you will need a 1.5mm Allen. You'll also need, if you have the chamfer tool, a big old wrench. Now what you do, back off these nuts here. Take your chamfer tool, slide it through this side, spring, and the nuts. Okay. Now, the spec that you want it to be is going to be about 41mm. So just chamfer it and then periodically check. You'll want to take the tool out, put this up. I'll demonstrate here shortly. But chamfering, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just spin it until you hit the 41mm. Yeah, you can. Also, locking the wheels on your stand, probably a good idea. Okay, so it's not quite there, but I'll grab the caliper and measure it just to show you guys. Oops. Caliper set to 41, and we still have a ways to go. So, chamfer again. Also, one thing to mention, if you have a chamfer tool, which I don't expect most of you to have because they are kind of a pricey tool, but you don't want to spin it backwards. You want to spin it towards the flat end. If you spin it backwards, you're going to dull it and kind of ruin your tool, and it's not that cheap of a tool. So There we are, 41. Now we're gonna chamfer the other side, and then I'll show you how to install it. Okay, so when installing the mountain drive or any Schlumpf, you'll see it has two washers here, a steel one and an aluminum one. This is an aluminum boom, so we're gonna use the steel washer. If you have a steel boom, you wanna use the aluminum washer. So we'll take these off and just take the aluminum one out. You'll also see there's like grooves in that. And then there's grooves on the drive itself. You want to make sure that those seat properly when you're tightening the drive. Okay. So now take it, make sure you put the drive side on the drive side of your trike and wiggle it on in until it sits flush on that side. Now we'll grab this little guy and your installation tool. Now, these are reverse threaded, so you'll be turning it left to tighten it. So go ahead and get that going. And yeah, that's right. So go ahead and get that going in. Make sure it's still flush on the other side. And just crank it into place. Okay. One thing to keep in mind, if you're doing a high-speed drive, the installation is about the same, except that is not reverse threaded. And then there's also going to be a lube port on this circle part. You want to just make sure you don't put that like back under the boom. You want to have it accessible so you can put fresh lube in it if you ever need to. And now the crank arms. Left side goes on the left, right side to the right, and they go opposite orientation of each other, just like a normal crank does. And then you get your crank arm bolts, and this is where the 14mm socket comes into play. So get it going and get those nice and tight. Same thing on the other side. Alrighty. Now on to the buttons. So you'll see there's this pin right there, and it's threaded. The buttons will just thread right into place on that. And same on the other side. And you'll want to figure out what gear you're in. So we're in, it's pushed in on the drive side, so we'll push it back on that side. And you want to make this button pretty flush to the crank arm. And same on the other side, you want it nice and flush. Now you'll see there's the two little notches there. That's where the button wrench comes. Just put that right in there, and then the 1.5 goes in there and tightens the set screw. And then repeat the process on the other button. Here we have the mountain drive installed. This is Lewis from Utah Trikes signing off. I need to figure out something funny. It'd be best for this tutorial if my torque wrench wasn't broken. Should I say that again?